Steve, just finished up training today. How have preparations been going into Saturday's big FA Cup game against Dunston?
We've had another good week. The lads have all been at it every day. They all look like they're dying to play in the game, which was great. So obviously I've got players back as well from little knocks and niggles. So fortunately we've got like a full squad to choose from.
Right, and sort of with the fixture, the magic of the FA Cup sort of swept up the entire town of Gateshead, a sellout effectively already. What sort of occasion are you expecting personally?
I think it'll be a great day for both sets of fans. You know, obviously result pending will be how the rest of the day goes. But I think it'll be a great atmosphere. You know, it'll be a tight ground. There'll be people from both sides of the teams mixing in with each other, and it'll be a great atmosphere. But it'll be a hard place to go and play as well. As I say, they've been on a good run. They've got a bit of confidence themselves. They're at home. And don't make no mistake how hard a game it could potentially be for us.
And Gateshead fans on Tuesday sold the entire allocation 500 tickets within sort of 3 hours. How impressed have you been with particularly the away support this season?
They've been great. I'd be more impressed if they sold 500 out for a home game immediately. but no, I mean, yeah, the fans have been great. Some of the journeys that they have to do on some of the time scales that they do it on. You know, Tuesday night at Torquay last year, and you know it's great. And as I said, the lads appreciate it, which you can see after every away game. And there's a good affiliation. You know, it's a really strong dressing room, but I think we've got a really strong relationship with the fans as well, particularly the travelling ones. And as I say, we might not be able to, might not be able to shake everybody's hand on Saturday that wants to come and shake it, but they've, as I say, they really do appreciate it. We all do.
Do you think the crowd and the sort of tightness of the stadium could have any impact on the match?
Yeah, as I say, it'll make for an atmosphere, a really good atmosphere, a really intense atmosphere. But we've just got to stay focused on the jobs that we do. We know we've worked all week on the importance of certain aspects of what we need to do on Saturday, and they've done that to the letter all week. So just if they take that into Saturday, then we're confident of getting through.
And after making arguably one of your longest trips you're going to make this season and having last weekend, to now you must welcome a game just walking distance away almost.
Yeah, as I say, there's lots of pluses to Saturday, but as I say, I don't want to get too carried away with the occasion. I don't want to get too carried away with the romance of it all. I've got to make sure that we're fully drilled and prepped to go out there and do a job on Saturday and to take us through the cup, hopefully.
Have you got any particular travel arrangements given the sort of?
Well, I think we're looking at minibuses. I think there's a friend of mine going to do me a favour with a couple of minibuses. It's pointless going through the cost of getting a coach there. It's also logistically going to be a nightmare trying to get 25, however many staff and players we've got going with cars across there, especially with the amount of people that'll be there early. So I think that's probably the best way to do it, but it's a bit of a novel way to do it as well. But as I say, that keeping them all together, that's probably the key. That they enjoy each other's company. They enjoy, you've been on the bus, you know how much they enjoy travelling together. And even though it's a relatively short journey, I just believe it's probably the right thing to do, to get everybody together from the start and do it as a team and do it as a group and do jobs professionally.
For a lot of the players, it'll be sort of the first taste of the FA Cup. Do you have any particular message for them going into it?
Enjoy it. Enjoy the occasion. That's what I try and tell them anyway about football. When things are going badly and they're making mistakes and that, they just need to brush it off and get on with it, because they will make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. The best players in the world make mistakes. It's all about how you react to them and how you learn from them. So I just want them to enjoy the football, and it's obviously easier enjoying your football when you're winning. But I think we've just created an environment where they enjoy coming into training every day, they enjoy being together. But anybody will tell you in football, the only way to truly enjoy it is to keep winning.
You touched on it before, Dunston going into the game full of confidence. What sort of game are you expecting from them?
Well, I think, as I say, they'll have a nothing to lose attitude. They'll be going for it. They'll no doubt start very quickly, and because of the difference that maybe should be in the side's energy levels, because we're a full-time outfit, the lads train every day. I expect a big start from them. I expect them to try and get something early and then hang on to it. they do try and play. They've got some good players. You know, we've got information about them. We've done the same job on Dunston as we would have done in any side we played. You know, as I say, any league game, any cup game against Premier League opposition. You know, we've done everything that we can to get to know about what they're going to come at us with. But as I've said to you on a number of occasions, even in the league, you know, I'm more worried about what we do. You know, I think if we go about our jobs and we play to a potential, you know, I'm confident that we can do it.
Is it beneficial having that sort of great insight with Mickey, having coached a few of the Dunston lads who were at the under-19?
Yeah, obviously it's a lot easier to get information on Dunston as it is to get it on Havant and Waterlooville, for instance. You know, because I've got a lot of friends who coach and play in that league. We've had people that played against them last week, you know, giving us a bit of information. I've had people giving us information from the Chester game. So, as I say, we've done everything we can on their team, but it's down to us. Really, at the end of the day, it's down to us. As I said before, if we go and play at a tempo that we know we can play at for 90 minutes and play at our ability, and obviously you always need a little bit of rub of the green in any game. So, and everything goes our way. As I said, I'm as confident as I can be.
Does it bode well to have players like Elliot Forbes, Tom White, John Mellish who are experienced playing against teams like Dunston in the Northern League?
Well, I think with the age of the squad we've got, and you know, the senior players have been in cup cauldrons before. You know, Mike and Scotty, and they're both Scotties, Riggy, JJ. So you know, that'll hold no surprise to them. And then the ones that haven't, the younger ones, are all from sort of around this area anyway, who will probably all know people who have played in that league, or even made, as you say, John and Elliot themselves actually last season. So as I said, it's, you know, they'll know enough about it. It's another game of football at the end of the day, though. They're all good footballers, and it's another game of football. Different atmosphere, different competition, but ultimately it's another game of football that if we go out, play the way that we're capable of playing, we're confident of getting it.
Had a decent cup run last season. Do you have any targets this season?
Well, I think obviously from my point of view and the club's point of view, it's a good way to make a few quid and try and get through to January. That's the main aim for every club in our division, I suppose, to see if you can get that plum draw again. You know, we had a really big crowd against Luton, and until sort of Scotty Barrow's bad injury, we were in the game, right in the game, and that one goal on his injury turned everything around, and the second half was completely different to what it maybe would have been had we gone in 0-0. Now, you never know, and then you ended up playing at Newcastle after that, but we're a million miles away from looking at the third round right now. We're focused totally on what happens Saturday.
And fitness-wise, how's everyone looking?
Everybody's really good, yeah. Luke's been back with us all week, so Luke will be available for selection Saturday, and he'll go into the squad.